Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. I'm sure we're all a lot happier after that 4-0 win the weekend. But the fixtures come thick and fast now. We've got so many games we're going to be playing. As long as we stay in competitions, Europa League Conference and the FA Cup, as long as we stay in competitions, we could be playing, easily, Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Thursday, depending on how far we go in these competitions now. Starts again the FA Cup, a team that we're very familiar history with, Manchester United. Looking back on the games back in the day, I looked through the fixtures. We played them quite recently, actually, 2001. We lost 1-0. And we do play them a hell of a lot in the FA Cup. Seems to come out a lot. Like I said, there's one here, 2016. We would all remember that 1-1 up there with Payet's absolute worldie of a free kick, and we was a bit robbed at the end in that game. That earned them the replay at Upton Park, and a game we went on to lose 2-1. I do believe, if we wasn't robbed in that game, I think we would have potentially gone on and won it that year. I think it was, just had that sort of feel, that sort of season. But it always seems to be that sort of way in this game. Before that, 2013, again, a 2-2 draw up there, and then losing 1-0 in the replay. It seems that, if you're going to beat Manchester United, you have to do it up there. If the first leg is at Old Trafford, because it's very unlikely that you will beat them over two legs, because again you've got to get lucky over two legs then, rather than on a one-off game you've always got a chance. Before that, 2003, I remember being over West Ham when they used to put it over the screens and people throwing sausage rolls and that at the screen. A game we lost 6-0. That was a real horror show. And then obviously one of my greatest memories as a West Ham fan, 2001, Paolo Di Canio, Taxi for Bartes and all that. One of my best memories ever as a West Ham fan. If we can get anywhere near that sort of result, we've got an Italian who may well play up front on Wednesday night, and anywhere near that sort of result would be incredible. And you can really start believing, if you beat a team like Manchester United. Last time we played them in the league, we lost 1-0. Before that, again, was another 1-0 loss. We've had 3 games in a row at Old Trafford, actually. The game before the one at Upton Park, not Upton Park, London Stadium, was obviously the infamous game where Mark Noble missed the penalty. But we did beat them last year at Old Trafford. We beat them 1-0 in the League Cup. I believe it was a goal from Lanzini, I think. So, in a one-off game, like I say, there's always a chance, but they're serious. Ten Hag has seriously changed the mentality of that club in what he's done in 6 to 8 months in that club. And like I say, we're talking about the current League Cup champions on Sunday. That they're coming off from a high, bit of a celebration, welcome party for them. I'm hoping for a bit of a hangover. I say that, but it wasn't. They wasn't really tested in that game. Newcastle were a bit toothless in that game, and it's a bit disappointing, really. I wanted to see Newcastle do well. I wanted to see Newcastle win, really. But currently playing the League Cup champions, so it's going to be a tough one. Like I said, Wednesday night, 7:45. I'm not sure whether it's on BBC or not, or whether it is just on Sky. Hopefully it's on BBC, so more of you can catch that one. They've currently been lining up with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Whether they will rotate slightly, there is potential for that. I would still expect De Gea in goal. Wan-Bissaka's been doing well at right back, so maybe he will start. He finished really well in the League Cup final. You got Varane and Martinez at centre back. Maybe bring Maguire in for this game potentially. You got Malacia in there as well at left back potentially for sure. Casemiro and Fred have been in that midfield. Again, may start McTominay for this game. Knowing it depends, doesn't it? I think Ten Hag is potentially going for the cup treble. It looks that way, so I think he will take this game quite seriously. Garnacho, Fernandes and Rashford with Weghorst up front. Again, like I say, it depends whether he's going to rotate Bo Wakant. He could start Anthony like he did at the weekend. Got Jadon Sancho as well in there. So actually to pick their lineup is I don't know. Like I say, you can't go 100% that will be the lineup, purely because, like I say, they've got a few competitions they're in, and I do think I think even though he's being quiet, maybe they won't go on and win the Premier League, but they've definitely got a chance. I don't think they will win it, but they've got a chance, and I think he's playing it down a little bit, and maybe, hopefully, prioritises the league. Looking at us, guys, no Danny Ings for this game. He's cup tied. He did play for Villa. So, unfortunately, you know, off the back of a really good weekend for him with 2 goals, it would have been nice for him to play that game. But no, he gets a rest now before the Brighton game. Yeah, game is going to be tough the weekend, but we'll talk about that later. Like I say, Scamacca, he's been on the bench the last 2 games, hasn't featured, so wouldn't surprise me if he starts this game. And like I say, I wouldn't mind that. I think it'd be good for him to start this game, because he probably will 100% start against the Cypriot team next week. So it'd be nice to get him a few minutes, you know, get him up to scratch, because Cornet probably hopefully will be back for that game, and I do expect him to start that game. In terms of the defence, I'm happy with Oggy and Agurd again. I wouldn't put Zuma in unless he really wants to go for this game. I wouldn't put Zuma in. I would save Zuma for Saturday. You know, we've got to, you know, use him sparingly. And pick and choose, you know, what games. A bit like Ledley King back in the day for Tottenham, you know, sparingly use him. What else have I got here? Yeah, obviously Areola will start in goal, because he probably would have started anyway, but he will definitely start now, knowing with Fabianski's eye. Depending on whether Soufal's heel injury was that bad, obviously you would expect Johnson to be there at right back. With left back probably of Cresswell. Maybe there is a chance that he could revert back to type of the 5 at the back, where he would play Kehrer, Agurd and Oggy, with Emerson at left wing back, possibly Johnson at right wing back. Rice will start just because he's captain. Maybe Downs will come in for this game. I think Benrahma will start again. I think he had a good game, and I just think he will be part of the team. But yeah, if we start Bowen, Scamacca, Benrahma, or Fornals, one of them, you know, we just got to make sure we get in close to Scamacca, get it to his feet, give him long shot opportunities, and you know, we've got a chance. Do I think we'll win? No. I think they're a different animal. They're slowly getting that fear factor back. You know, they're slowly becoming, you know, really good team, Manchester United again. They've still got faults. There's still some faults there. They're not a finished article quite yet. But yeah, this could be a tough night for us if we concede first. You know, if we get a first goal, we can, you know, get something to hold on to. Might have a chance, but it's going to be a tough night, I think. My prediction, I think we'll lose 2-0. I don't think we'll have a goal. I don't think we'll score. And unfortunately, that will be the end of the FA Cup run. But yeah, you know, Premier League survival and the Europa Conference League still to play for. It, you know, it's not going to be a disaster if we go out. I want us to go through, but I can't see it. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Come on, you irons. Keep believing. Let me know what you think. Let's go.